so you had a situation in which the certificate is different from approach, right?
Yes, when we are talking about the certificates of a product, there's always two opinions between my client and factory. For example, one of my clients, he thinks the factory is responsible for all these required tests, and it's the factory who need to pay for the tests. However, from factory, they think it's client who need to pay the test because they require for it.
Okay, so on one side we have the factory thinks like, okay, you require the cost.
Exactly, the factory think it is the client who require for all these tests, which they think maybe for us is not useful, but it's you who ask for it, so you need to pay for that.
Yeah, okay. So in fact, what is the reason you think that the client says you need to pay?
I think from my client, they think the product was made by the factory. So they have full responsibility for the quality, including pass all these tests. So that is, they also think the factory should bear the cost. But the factory thinks, as I said just now, it's the client who asks for it, so they need to pay for the test. Okay. And also the factory doesn't want to make extra costs. Of course, they want the profit on it.
Yeah, okay. So how did you handle this situation? How did you provide a solution to this?
So first I have to know what certificates my client requires. And I also need to know what certificate the factory has for now. And then we need to considering the order amount to see if there's a possibility that the factory will pay for the rest of the certificates or the tests. And we make an agreement on it.
Okay, so on the other side you think the factory should eventually have margin to pay for it, right?
Yes, it's true. It will be better that the factory can bear the cost, so we can go further with the cooperation.
Hi, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to our channel to stay updated about more interesting videos coming up. Follow our CIL LinkedIn page to stay updated about us working for you in China.